as soon as I saw VTuber hate, I'm like, okay, I need to see how this breaks down.
A VTuber is.
Because the line between people hating VTubers and people liking VTubers is so thin. Is very thin. Let me also point out that I myself also hated VTubers. I thought they were cringe. I thought VTubers were the weirdest fucking thing that you could see on the fucking internet. And then 3 years later, I become one. 3 years later, after hating them, I become a VTuber. Behold, I become what I have despised. Fucking hell. But I'll explain as we go through the video. Probably.
Why are you lying to me? After all we've been through, after all the toxic. If you don't know what a VTuber is, why are you lying to me? After all we've been through, after all the.
Actually, you'd be surprised. There's people all over the internet I talk to, especially through like gaming Discord servers. For example, I go through like Marvel Rival. I went through the Marvel Rivals Discord just to find a team and whatnot. I went through the Helldivers Discord just to like assemble a team of guys who don't, just kill each other or blow themselves up. And when we just have a casual conversation and whatnot, they're like, oh, I like your profile. Like, what is that supposed to be? And I'm like, oh, I'm a VTuber. And then they asked me, what's a VTuber? And I was like, oh, don't get into it. Don't get into the topic, please. You are so innocent, please. I'm not gonna tell you what a VTuber is. Just avoid the topic. I just do them a favor. I just tell them stay away from it. Stay away from it. And then the conversation just goes on so nice and casually. But yeah, once again, you'd be very much surprised that a lot of people out there, especially gamers and whatnot, do not know what VTubers are.
Toxic, viscous filth. That is the internet. We even talked about age regression and God knows how many VR chat videos. But if you don't know...
VR chat, no, if you're someone who has never been on VR chat and whatnot, let me tell you this. Imagine your life is very miserable. Imagine your life is very fucking miserable. And you have no one to socialize with, you have no one to interact with. And you're just lonely. Your mind is lonely. You're depressed, and you're just sitting in your chair, John Wick style, having a beer and whatnot. You're just sad, and then you find VR chat. VR chat. I'll have to admit, I jumped on VR chat, and boy, did it help me cope with depression and loneliness. But it's a trap. It's a social trap. Why do I say that? You won't realize it, but most of the time you'll hop on VR chat without realizing that you're kind of just wasting your life away. And not to mention, when you grow old, you're gonna be declared as a creep on there because once again, it's the internet. Therefore, if you become trapped on VR chat and you just sit there, you just sit there doing whatever, like I don't fucking know what. I've seen people who like fucking work as bartenders and whatnot on there for it, and they like think that they like role play and whatnot, and they're doing that for years. Dude, I've known there's people who I've spoken to there who tell me that yeah, I've been like a bartender or whatever here for like 10 years and whatnot, like I don't know, somewhere around there. And I'm like, what? And not to mention they got like these like families and whatnot, VR families. I'm like, what the absolute fuck is going on here? So it's a trap. It's a reality trap. If your life is sad and you like see VR chat, it takes you. It really takes you from who you are as a human being.
What a VTuber is. This is also my third video or something on the topic. And to conflict popular opinion, I'm not a walking encyclopedia on the subject.
How many raccoons can fit this
most information
VTuber?
about the videos I made is involuntarily force-fed to me, probably causing permanent damage to my frontal cortex.
Now, let me point out a few things here. Let me just point out the fact that there's not a single male VTuber here already. Now, VTubing is kind of like a... How do I explain this? Let me ask you, would you prefer watching an e-girl who is jiggling her tits on the camera or bending over so you can look at her ass and beat your meat off to it? Or would you rather prefer watching a 2D girl who's probably not real and is probably never gonna acknowledge you, but she can exist in your dreams. She can exist in your art. She can exist in your imagination. Which one do you want to choose? Which one do you want to choose as a man? Which one do you want to choose? Now, let me just answer it for you. Actually, majority picked the fucking VTubers. Why do they pick the VTubers? Simple. It's not real. It's not real. Now, let me break it down even further. Are you someone who's obsessed with anime women? Are you someone who's a degenerate and likes fucking nice, thick, curvy females and whatnot? All that shit that the woke people hate? Well, guess what? VTubers are just for you. VTubers are just the people for you to watch streaming. We're about to have an ad break start in a moment. So right now, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Hold on. Oh, I'm an idiot. There's a drink right beside me. Hold on. Okay, ads are done. Let me explain a few things here, okay? Fillion, we'll start with Fillion. Fillion actually originated from VR chat. She, like, what, at first I heard she just started off just because of her personality and whatnot. It was just like fucking weird memes and whatnot. I think the first time I saw Fillion on the internet was when there was just a clip of her just walking up to someone with a chibi avatar and she's like, pick me up, and then she starts climbing at the camera and people liked it, and then that's when she started popping off and whatnot. There's also this VTuber right here, which, by the way, I think I've like watched one of their videos and whatnot, talking about like how you grow as a VTuber and whatnot, and I just looked at it and I said, just get that shit out of here. Like there was like, I think there was some drama with them. I don't think there was any drama with them, but that's just what I think I've heard. That's it. I can't confirm it. I could be wrong. And then there's Chibidoki. I don't know where to start with. I don't know where to start with Chibidoki. She is she's special. She's special. Let's just say that. Gura, the most popular VTuber. Is she the #1 most popular? I don't know. But she's known across the entire VTubing platform. She was like one of the very first VTubers that like rose up to the very top, like after Kizunu Ai, who was like the first VTuber that started appearing all over the internet. And then there's Iron Mouse. Everyone knows who the hell Iron Mouse is.
Probably causing permanent damage to my frontal cortex.
Morning! Hi guys, this is the Bangkok. Shut up! I want morning!
And why do you think I call Chibidoki special?
Morning!
Obviously, however, you can see why these VTubers are entertaining. You can see why people would prefer to watch these streamers, YouTubers. You can see why people would prefer to watch these over e-girls and whatnot. And let's be honest, e-girls kind of hate this. E-girls who have, you know, big tits, big ass and whatnot hate this. Why? Because, you know, some men just prefer something that's not real. And let's be honest, we do.
The storage of said corrupt information, but VTubers have been around for quite a while now. The concept somewhat started in 2016 with the VTuber Kizuna AI.
Yeah, like I said, yes, Kizuna AI was like the first whoever got out there. And you can even notice the headpiece she wears is the same icon that the whole VTube Studio one uses. So it kind of did just start out with her.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Introducing Gemini in Gmail.
Yes, that was real.
cavemen, but we do in fact in the current era have an AI VTuber created by Vidal, and it isn't as
holy shit, the controversy with this one. So yes, there's a guy made an AI and made it a VTuber. People watch it, people interact with it, and it popped off. And funnily enough, I think this was like one of the biggest popped off. You know, I don't think honestly, personally, I don't think this is something to even call a VTuber. This is an AI. That's not a VTuber. That's an AI. So, it's kind of funny though how they moved into the VTuber category, because you know it's still a VTuber, but it's a robot using it. So, and it's being controlled by a guy. Yeah, a program. It's a program, not a VTuber. So, it was kind of funny the fact that this like rose to be like one of the top. I was like, huh. Like, cool concept, but still, I'm like, man, who are you? You're that bored that you want to interact with an AI. Interesting. But as soon as I started watching the AI, I can see why it has some weird responses, weird, funny, weird, strange responses, and people just like to play around with it. So yeah, it's an AI that people like to fuck around with.
You think it would be.
A call between two absolute crackheads.
Who knew that forcing an AI to be a VTuber and giving said AI access to the internet, and let alone a Twitch chat, would make it slightly unstable?
You jiggle my insides. Oh. I guess you jiggle my software too.
The concept of being a
once again, I'm someone who comes from like who kind of comes from both sides of like the normal side and the degenerate side of VTubing. But personally, if you ask me about the AI saying that, an AI saying that that's where I pull the plug. I'm just saying that's where I pull the plug. That's a fuck no.
VTuber exploded in early 2020, perhaps due to COVID and due to the fact that seemingly at that time
this is true. Okay, when COVID broke out, everyone was on the internet. Like it was kind of like the time for people to rise up. Like fuck, I started a little too late, but I wish I started around COVID. But yes, this is around the time when everyone was on the internet and everyone was on YouTube, and then this is when VTubers popped off. What happened? We're watching a discussion about VTuber hate.
It was rare to see a VTuber, and for some people it was instant success introducing them.
Yeah, no, that's true. So when COVID broke out, this was like the chance for so many VTubers to rise up in fame. Like Gargura, she rose up by a lot during COVID. A lot, like the VTubers who first started out, who were slightly popular at first, became even more popular as soon as COVID broke out.
As a VTuber, but now we've got to the point where it's extremely oversaturated.
Yeah, this is true. As soon as VTubing became much more noticed, everyone else started doing it, which was a slight problem. And the reason why this became a slight problem was because as soon as it became like over noticed, a lot of people on the internet started like jumping onto it. For example, there's people who like love it. But there's also so many people that hate it. So for example, let's say let's go ahead and look up VTuber. Let's just look up the VTuber category. That's it. VTuber. Immediately. All right, the worst VTuber launch ever. I am a victim. No, you're just an idiot. No woman is safe. I survived 1 year of VTubing. Here's what I know. Why VTubers are leaving their agencies. Tracking device. Niji Sanji EN versus haters. Agency hires 9-year-old banned for fraud. It's controversy. Like back then it was a slight problem that it became oversaturated, but now right, the unfortunate part about VTubing is it became a source of controversy, like controversy grind. So whenever controversy happens, people are immediately onto it, and let me explain to you simply why. It's for fucking money. people clip this shit, they post it on their channel, they get subscribes, they see the money, and they keep recording whatever controversy there is. So VTubing, yeah, controversy. Controversy, yes. So no matter where you go in the VTubing space, it's controversy, which is unfortunate because everyone is just craving controversy, and it's the only thing that it's the only thing they love to pop off out of, which is absolutely fucking miserable. Not to mention, it's also why I myself kind of despise the VTubing community by just half. I despise it by just half. There are actually some really nice people, some really nice people, and then there's the two-faced people, then there's the fake people, then there's all sorts of these other people. It's like there's all kinds of stereotypes in the VTubing area, but once again, it's VTubing. It's anime shit and whatnot. So don't expect any realism or normality. I don't even know if normality is a word, but that's just what I say. Don't expect anything to be normal, because everything here is an absolute shit show, mainly because of what everyone has done to it.
Believe me, there is only a certain amount of species of animals.
We brought it to our... Not we. I mean, I just came to VTubing because I thought it would be fun, but still, when I saw the community, whoo, they brought it was brought upon themselves. I hate the jackasses.
You can make VTubers out of, and I'm pretty sure that every species has a VTuber representing it at this point. Even the fucking tardigrade.
I did not expect that, but of course, like when I'm just watching that, for example, if you're like a normal ordinary person,
Bears probably has a VTuber
and you hear that,
but the category has
like,
become oversaturated to the point where no longer
oh my god, okay, I know this VTuber. I can't move myself, but this VTuber on the right here had some controversy about like her account being banned and whatnot, and immediately it was all over the internet. People were just like grinding content off of it. What is this? Big Fat Nerd banned by Snowy Paradox.
In 2018 to 2020, simply being a VTuber is not enough to make you popular anymore, and it is extremely hard to differentiate yourself with other VTubers and grow an audience in current times. To the point where you have neckbeards in your chat creaming over your streams and calling you their Urshi.
I'm gonna take a moment to say this. Thank you guys for not being so fucking cringe, and thank you guys for not being complete fucking weirdos in my chat. The community I have built, don't get me wrong, I'm kind of strict with you guys sometimes, but don't get me wrong, I love you guys and my community. Absolutely love you guys. I see how you guys are memeing in general and whatnot, saying some dumb weird shit, just boys being boys in general, especially when I added the Hear Me Out channel so you guys could just like fuck around with your with degeneracy and whatnot. Absolutely love you guys. All right, I'm just gonna throw that out. I'm glad that I've raised a somewhat decent community. I'm glad I raised a somewhat decent community. We're still growing, we're still at the beginning, but I'm just glad you guys are amazing. That's it. I'm just gonna throw that out right now.
Get your boyfriend to do it for you. Here's the kicker, gamer. If only any volunteers.
What? What?
The kicker, gamer.
What?
In your chat creaming
I need to replay that. Hold on.
And calling you their Urshi.
Get your boyfriend to do it for you. Here's the kicker, gamer. If only.
Okay, Oshi. I compared to our insanity, there is more insane. I went with the insanity theme. Okay, believe it or not, the main reason why I went with the whole we are insanity theme is mainly because like now here's how I view things in a very strange way that no one would ever thought I'd see it. We live in a world where we all want to live an ordinary life. We want to sit and relax. We want to have a family. We want to have kids. We want to just live a nice life. But honestly, I think that's pretty boring. I think that's pretty boring. Why? Well, don't you want to do something different? Don't you want to do something absolutely crazy and not so normal that it might actually change something, right? Sounds a little insane. Don't you just want to I don't know, maybe just burn the world or something. I don't know. Just do. Want to just do something crazy? Yeah. All right. Well, screw life. We're just gonna do our own thing then. That's basically kind of why I went with the insanity theme. It's mainly just we're not normal. We want to do our own thing, kind of. We are monoblivious. And that's why the whole theme and whatnot is we are monoblivious. My name's not really, even though, you know, my channel name and my name and everything is monoblivious. My name is not monoblivious. Monoblivious is the community. My name is Mono, but the full name of Mono, I'm not revealing that just yet. But yeah, we are monoblivious. I am Mono. So yeah, that's basically how I represent us.
Any volunteers?
But due to the popularity of VTubers and pool of personalities, VTubers...
Let me go back to that real quick.
If only boyfriend to do it for you. Here's the kicker, gamer. If only. Any volunteers?
Okay, of course. I don't kind of mean to like throw female VTubers under the bag, but this is like, once again, I understand why you female VTubers do this, or maybe they're not aware that they do this, but once again, a majority of a female VTubers audience is all men. It's all men that are entirely in love with a 2D character, and they live in the fantasy of this 2D character. I hate to break it to you, man, but I hate to break it to you, man, but that's a fucking lolly. That's a fucking lolly. I ain't going near that. The FBI gonna be at my front door if I touch that. But once again, this VTuber in general, she is actually really nice. She is actually really nice, all right? But personally, fuck no. Get me out of that. I'm so glad I know what grass is. I'm so glad I've seen some form of grass. Kind of weird of me to say, even though I'm a VTuber myself. But yes, I've seen grass. I've touched it. I love touching it. Fair. I don't want kids personally, but yeah, burning the world, especially with what's going on in the USA. Oh yeah, definitely. The world's currently gone to shit.
But due to the popularity of VTubers and pool of...
We are tolerable insanity. That's what I'd basically say.
Personalities, VTubers have acquired some level of hate over the years. From saying it's not that hard to make content as a VTuber.
POV, you spent $200 for a VTuber. You most do. I mean, I do have one, and I like kind of friendly, you know, relationships. Your community is just really good. Yeah, as long as you raise a good community, you're kind of just chilling with where you are in the VTuber space. Okay.
As a VTuber.
Okay, I wouldn't call this hate. This is just fucking funny. Because it's true. It's true. He's not wrong. Don't be sorry. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. This isn't hate. This is just funny. Props to this man.
Most of them are probably guys cosplaying as girls.
It's a dude? No shit. Guys, anybody that's role-playing as this is a fucking grown man.
There were some cases that happened. To the people that sit and watch VTubers are degenerate losers who only have one hand.
That's another thing. There was a whole thing where people are like, oh my god, it's a dude. It's a dude behind it. And I think what provoked that was when this thing happened.
To the people
where like there was a guy hiding behind the fucking VTuber girl, and it exposed him. So that's kind of what started it. It's just accurate for the concert thing. Yeah, no, that's true.
Sit and watch VTubers are degenerate.
Once again, when you look at it from a normal perspective, it's the weirdest fucking thing ever. When you look at it at a degenerate perspective, it's like, oh my god, it's my favorite anime character, whatnot. Me, who understands both perspectives, I understand it. I understand why you would go to that concert and watch your favorite guy. But also, it's just... there's better things to do. There's better things to do, alright?
Losers who only have one hand spare whilst watching is most definitely true as well. We just don't have any academic evidence to back it up.
Wait, what?
Watching. Tubers are degenerate losers who only have one hand spare whilst watching.
He just threw out the fact degenerate losers who have one spare hand while watching. Fucking what's this guy's name again? Royalty knows the facts. You gotta love him. But yes, this is true. Majority of people who watch VTubers are degenerate losers, and majority of people who watch male VTubers are kind of their own thing, which is surprising. A great example is Kenji, by the way. He's one of my favorites.
As well. We just don't have any academic evidence to back it up. But
yeah. Why the fuck do you want evidence? What you want evidence? You want the evidence? I can fucking go to Pornhub.
VTubers in particular.
That may be a VTuber, but yeah, it's funny. Oh my god.
Hate for seemingly no reason, or when misunderstood in
hate for no reason. I wouldn't say no reason. Once again, you need to look at the perspective of the hater. Why would they hate this? Once again, I was a hater myself, so I'll tell you exactly why I hated this. It was fucking weird. It was weird. It was like, what is this? Why do people like this? It's just a 2D thing and whatnot. It's a fake. It's fake. Why are people in love with this? I hated this shit back then. There was like many reasons to kind of just hate it, because once again, society, right? Society likes things to kind of just stick to the normal side, and whenever there's something new, right? Something new, something unusual, we dislike it. We dislike it. So we just say throw it out. We just say throw it out, or we just hate it. We just hate it, and we wish we can get rid of it. But I'm sorry to give you the bad news. That's not how shit works out on the internet. Wop wop. So once again, I became a VTuber. So I understand both the sides of the hate. I understand the hate side, and I understand the likable side.
Certain instances resulting in hate, and some VTubers that, due to their antics and behaviour, have only themselves to blame for the hate they receive. Lord. No, this is not another Nux or Mariner video, although...
oh no! Oh no! Okay, yeah, no, I remember... Oh. Okay, now, for those of you curious about the whole Nux and Mariner whatnot, Nux is responsible for... Hold on, yeah, why was it censored?
Have only themselves to blame for the hate they receive.
Let me explain it. Okay, so let me explain a few things first. This is Nux. This is Nux. Nux is like one of those popular male VTubers that's been around the internet a lot. However, Nux was also very popularly known on the internet for lots of controversy. So, in other words, a lot of people kind of disliked him. Majority of the VTube community kind of disliked him. But back then he was fine. He was chilling and whatnot. But then his some form of downfall, not really a big downfall, but he started going down as soon as he brought up a femboy VTuber. We talked about it before. A femboy VTuber that he said, oh yeah, he thinks they're accused of this and whatnot, and his words basically got that femboy VTuber canceled when they were revealed to be innocent. So now everyone just hates him. And then there was beef with him and this lolly VTuber named Ren. Like I know who Ren. I've seen Ren. If you personally ask me, Ren, like he's the guy who like chases the controversy all over VTube and whatnot. Props to him, but personally, I just can't. I can't bring myself to watch him, mainly because if watching a lolly feels weird. Especially when it's voiced when a guy is voiced behind a lolly, I can't. I can't really bring myself to watch all of his videos unless it's something big that I actually need to hear about. But yeah.
Oh, this is not another Nux or Mariner video, although.
Now about Marina, this was one of the most stupidest things I've ever seen or ever heard. Marina, like as soon as Twitch switched their policy, Marina just decided to go full nude, and then they not just that, they were just going with, they went about saying I am revealing who I am, and this is who I am, this is what I'm comfortable with. I'm like, you can't. Sorry, I had to fucking facepalm and like despair and whatnot. She was banned for less than 2 days. Not a surprise. Not a surprise. Okay, let's just drop something here. When you're a VTuber, it doesn't mean you get a free pass for shit. It doesn't mean you get a free pass for lots of shit. You still need to kind of follow the laws and the rules of how a human society kind of functions. Sure, you can have your degenerate side, you can have your whole anime side of shit and whatnot, but you are still you behind a VTuber avatar that you are responsible of controlling. Therefore, you are completely fucking aware of what's going on. So let's say if you are exposing yourself on the VTuber avatar, let's just say if I had my VTuber avatar's dingling, he doesn't fuck no, I'm never gonna have that. But to explain my point, imagine if I did that, I would get banned. Why? Because technically that's me. Technically that's me. Why? Because the avatar is me, and I control the avatar. Therefore, if I make the avatar do that, then that's on me, because I'm basically just flashing people. Even a pixel is too much. Oh yeah, the whole hip policy. Yeah, that I feel like Twitch kind of. I made a video about that. I feel like Twitch kind of went a little too far there with the whole hip thing. It's like, what's wrong with hips? Hips aren't that bad.
But they would fit in pretty well. First person I wanted to talk about is currently the face of the VTuber community, and that is Iron Mouse.
Okay, Iron Mouse. I'm gonna be downright honest. I never heard of her. When I started VTubing. Private parts, get hips of all things. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they banned hips. It's kind of a very weird decision that was very unnecessary. But Iron Mouse was literally a VTuber I have not heard of until the whole VTuber award controversy happened. My neck. She was like one of the later VTubers I discovered, hilariously enough. I was like, who's this? And then like I just watched her a bit. I'm like, huh, okay. And then I just moved on. Just being Twitch, yeah. Twitch is many things. I don't really know what to say about Twitch, but Twitch is many things. I'm not on their team. I'm not there to see what they're doing or thinking. I'm not gonna question what I just heard.
Iron Mouse started all the way back in August 2017, streaming for 1 to 2 hours a day, which compared to her latest streams and your average Twitch streamer is fairly short. But there was a reason for this, as she had a condition called Common Variable Immune Deficiency, or CVI.
Yeah, this I researched. Nothing chibi. You can't be chibi chubby or whatnot. Because it's seen as a what are you making fun of chubby people and whatnot? That's why they banned that policy as well.
ID, where she seemingly had a lack of an immune system.
It's a medical condition. It's a genetic immune disease. My body doesn't make antibodies to fight off infections or viruses.
This led her to be bedridden. Coming into that.
I've already seen the whole Iron Mouse.
Bed, and was one of the only stream, and even showed off her talents like singing, being a useless member to society, and the.
Wait, what?
Damn.
I was basically just skipping the whole.
For being a useless member to society, and the fruits of her labor promptly started to.
I'm a guy who flipped the coin. It was either live a depressing life or live the dream. That's my excuse.
Sure, she was able to reach goals to improve her work environment, like a bespoke bed that met her needs.
So, I like to call my bed my workspace, because that's where I am all the time. I use a lot of pillows to prop myself up.
And later when she increased in popularity, due to the fact she was so talented and her personality, she was able to use her newfound platform to raise money for charities relating to her condition, and can now pay her own medical bills and pay for her rehabilitation so she can walk again.
Listen, I only just recently gained the ability to stand on my tippy toe.
Rich as a streamer.
I made friends along the way, more VTubers. One of the most subscribed Twitch streamers with over 300,000 subscribers. You have to stay alive. And obviously with her condition, this would have been hard for her. But she persisted. #1.
This is VTuber hate, not the Iron Mouse story. Come on.
As now being now on a pedestal
where
people could throw their feces at her. As now being the most subscribed Twitch streamer, exposed her to a variety of people, most not knowing previously.
Oh yeah, I know. Okay, all right. This is where shit started to like hit the bag. Where once again, yeah, she was like placed on a pedestal and whatnot. And this is especially when I first heard of her. This was literally around the time where I first heard of her. I was like, who's Iron Mouse? And then I looked at her. I was like, oh, okay, it's just another VTuber. But yes, all these other people were immediately hating on her. Now, can I just point out the fact that this guy over here has some sort of biblical Christianity stuff profile icon. This guy has a Goku profile. This guy has some weird it's kind of I don't know why, but every person I've talked to has a Goku profile or any sort of Dragon Ball Z profile. It's almost like you're gonna be talking to a guy who will, no matter what, say Goku beats everything. It's kind of like one of those people who kind of follows their own opinion no matter what. They'll just follow their own opinion no matter what. Yeah, they're a hit or miss, basically.
Who she was, and just reading the headline that she had just beaten people like Kai Cenat, resulting in a lot of
Kai Cenat. I'm just gonna say right now, one of the dumbest people I've watched. I watched Kai Cenat. It's like I was just either watching a guy scream off, or I don't know. Like, I think the first time I've heard of Kai Cenat was when he died to Melania, like 500 times. And that's when he was like all over the place. That's when a lot of people started hearing about him. And like nowadays, like when I'm watching Kai Cenat, he's just now collabing with a lot of popular people now, which almost feels like some sort of bait. I don't know. You guys might be wondering what do you mean by like baits? Like for example, if you're like bringing a famous person to your stream, of course people are gonna want to watch your stream because there's a famous person there. They want to see what the famous person is doing there. So it's kind of like a view bait or a follow bait, to where it's like, oh my god, look, I got this person in, I got this person in. Oh, I'm getting much more richer, so I can get all these other famous people in. It's like, what? It feels like watching him feels like a bait. It feels like you just eat the bait and then you're just hooked onto it, which is weird. But yeah, that's just my opinion on Kai Cenat. It's just
hate being sent her way.
Weird.
A lot from people not understanding how she had got so many subscribers, and some people not even know what a VTuber was.
The most subscribed Twitch channel ever. What? As she surpassed Kai Cenat's record. Wait.
What was his name? Aiden Ross? Was this the guy who like supported Andrew Tate? I can't remember, but I think that was the guy who supported Andrew Tate, and Andrew Tate is like currently in jail. Oh boy.
Hold the fuck.
I think he's Aiden Ross. Here, I can look it up. Aiden Ross. Oopsies. That's Aiden Ross. Yep, Aiden Ross. He was like, the first time I heard about Aiden Ross was when he was Andrew Tate is a character. Yeah. Very definitely a character, but this guy, like Aiden Ross, was like a wannabe Andrew Tate, and he like disappointed Andrew Tate. Like Andrew Tate gave up on him.
What? What the fuck is this? I'm not even trying to be on no hating shit, but what the fuck am I looking at?
Is a nuisance stream?
Can somebody give me the context behind this? I saw this picture earlier. I thought it was like some type of meme. It's a dude? No shit. Guys, anybody that's role playing as this is a fucking grown man.
No. You know, I'm not gonna be that guy that's like, actually, you know, it's a female, but like, yeah, it's Iron Mouse has been like confirmed many times that yes, Iron Mouse is a female. It's been confirmed many times Iron Mouse is a female. I'm not gonna go fucking search out the evidence, but I'm just gonna throw it there.
But the hate persisted, and a lot of these people thought she did not deserve that #1 position because they thought she was not as good as their favorite streamer.
Oh, Kevin Hart. Oh my god. As soon as I heard Kevin Hart coming into a Kai Cenat stream, I'm like, what's going on? Like I didn't even watch the stream. I just like saw it on YouTube. I was like, what the hell is this about?
Even though most of their monetary gain was going to things like charity. This led to situations like Kai Cenat trying to calm down his audience.
Know your Twitch history and stuff. Iron Mouse has always been top 5 all time. She's always been on the leaderboards all time. You feel me? She's not nothing new. She's somebody I had to pass during my first subathon. She's always been on a leaderboard. She's been there if you know your real Twitch shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I know people are defensive. I know a lot of people defend me and shit like that, but
sadly, until the face reveal, no one will believe she's a legit girl. That's true.
If you actually looked at her,
hey, you never know if I could be a woman. You never know if I could just be doing a voice impression.
Stream and actually kept up with what she's doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Man.
Not only was it for a good cause, but it was pretty well put together.
And people like Sea-Dog recently speaking out about the undeserved hate.
This video is about one thing.
Yeah.
It's about the weird.
I gotta say, even though I feel like watching Kai Cenat is a view bait, I do gotta give him respect for a lot of stuff he does. He like his success does really stand out. So I can't really give him I can't really just be like, oh yeah, he's a view bait and whatnot. No, I gotta give him credit for what he's done. See, then there's Sea-Dog here.
The undeserved hate.
This video is about one thing. It's about the weird blanket hatred towards VTubers. I've seen a massive.
You act too much like a guy to be a girl, my guy. Tomboys! No, I'm kidding.
Hate train against Iron Mouse.
But what a lot of people didn't know is that when Iron Mouse beat that record, it indirectly influenced Kai Cenat to start another subathon, using Iron Mouse beating his record as fuel to start it.
Oh, he wasn't.
Fuck! Oh, shit.
Which created more entertainment for his fans, who a small amount were attacking Iron Mouse. So she sort of indirectly benefited those that were attacking her with new content. Now when Kai started his subathon, he did beat Iron Mouse's record by I think like 200,000, which arguably would have never happened if Iron Mouse didn't beat that record. He also recently commissioned a VTuber model and did a collab with Iron Mouse. But in conclusion...
What? What? Okay. I don't know what to say about this.
And
I
did
got
a
no
collab
words.
with Iron Mouse.
I got no
but
words.
In conclusion, a lot of hate that was directed towards Iron Mouse was definitely undeserved. She had definitely dealt the worst hand when it came to spawning in, but did not give up, and actually turned her situation into something positive, being able to pay her own medical bills, provide for her parents, and provide charity to people that are in the same situation she is. But as said, she in no way deserved any of this hate. However, one VTuber that arguably did deserve the hate because they basically shot themselves in the foot, and this only happened a few weeks ago, was Gumpai.
Okay.
You're my little...
Gumpai is a small...
What the fuck did they say? Okay, Gumpai is a small VTuber.
Dog girl who only started in September of 20... A small
Dog girl. Oh, sorry, I'm in the way. Dog girl. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a femboy. I thought that was a femboy.
A small
Hear me out. No.
Dog girl who only started in September of 2024 and has quickly found herself in many controversies from the things she says with no filter. From her posting a Discord voice recording calling her fans the derogatory F-slur, usually assimilated with being gay.
You're my little...
She is very...
Oh! Oh! Oh, no! No! You do not say that! Oh, no! No! You do not say that! Like, you know what's funny is that even though I was a hater back in the day, I still had morals not to say any homophobic or racial slurs. But I'm surprised this VTuber just whipped it out like that. Like, what the fuck? She got that dog in her.
Very quickly becoming the Leafy here of VTubers, but significantly worse.
I hate streaming. I hate streaming and VTubing. I hate VTubers. VTubers are...
Hey! I used to hate VTubers too. Welcome to the team. Well, I used to hate them. They're, after understanding them now, I fucking became one. Look at you! You're a VTuber and you're saying you hate VTubers, huh? Huh? Leafy. I've heard of Leafy before. I forgot who Leafy is.
In my life. Every unfunny female VTuber who replies to my tweets deserves to get killed by a sledgehammer. I'm gonna buy a sledgehammer on Temu. I'll make sure it's wrapped in microplastics, and I will wrap that sledgehammer around it. I'll eat that.
Jesus.
And I thought I was in need of therapy. That is insane thought. Yeah. You know, I kind of feel like I kind of feel like I'm that VTuber who knows who at the best knows the boundary of what's bad and how far you can go into the bad side. But this is just immediately, yeah, this is just immediately labeling yourself as, yeah, I'm the worst. I'm one of the worst there can be in the VTubing area.
VTubing. I hate VTubers. VTubers are ruining my life. Every unfunny female VTuber who replies to my tweets deserves to get killed by
The fact that she mentioned tweets already tells you how far she's gone into the internet.
a sledgehammer. I'm gonna buy a sledgehammer on Temu. I'll make sure it's wrapped in microplastics, and I will wrap that sledgehammer around it. I'll eat that.
Jesus. Any of you getting a weird attraction to that female based on what she just said and the fact she acts like a psycho? You need help. You need Prozac. But
don't get me wrong. I like deadly. I like nice, tall, muscular, deadly women. But that right there, I'm surprised. I may have escaped a mental asylum, but I didn't bring her with me.
apart from these type of things she says, she began getting piled on by almost every other VTuber for a very different situation.
A different situation?
When Gumpai outed one of their fans, making off.
Hey, please don't allow this person in your VTuber Discord. He goes to VTuber to Discord to steal a person's character and make into a plushie. He has profited off Gumpai, and I don't want any association or share profits with him. I can fix her. Fuck off.
Brand plushies of her VTuber.
He's making at least two plushies. My character, the eyes aren't even correct. Gumpai's eye. What the fuck?
Model and advised that people and other VTubers ban this person from their Discord, and then went on to say that the quality of the plushies were low quality and, in her own words, Temu tier plushies, and was roasting the person's creation. But the reason that person actually made the plushies was due to the fact that they were taking commissions and had completed a previous commission of Gumpai and had leftover material and plushies, so they joined her server to see if anyone else wanted one, obviously with monetary gain as a benefit. But obviously Gumpai was not happy with this person, and the
what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? That's just someone who was a fan of you and wanted fucking... What? That was someone who was a fan of you and just wanted to support you. I mean, fuck, if someone was making plushies of me, I'd be like, yeah, go for it. As long as you just give me a time... Like... Nah, fuck it. Just go for it. Sell them. Sell them. You don't need to give me any profit. Sell them. Give those plushies out. Give those model plushies out. Make sure he's got that nice little smile. Like, why? I may have my same as, but wow, yeah, this sledgehammer bit is a little, ooh.
Main reason behind it became clear in the next few tweets she was releasing, and knowing the personality of Gumpai, she would add some more tweets about the person creating these plushies as well. In her tweets, she would emphasize that she was making no money from this whatsoever, and wasn't.
Of course I'm making no fucking money from it. It's a fucking commission. Sorry, I had to fucking rub my face. Fucking. Let's just say, for example, it's almost like saying someone made fan art of me, and they're selling like they're selling portraits of my fan art, which I'm okay with. I understand that's like, if that means like someone who is a fan of me is buying portraits of me because they love me. Like I don't need their fucking money. I mean, hell, if they're like, let's be sincerely fucking honest. If they're buying like a plushie off of me, they're not off of me. If they're buying a plushie of me or a portrait of me or any kind of art of me, that probably, like, honestly, if you're buying that, then that means you're probably either already subbed to me or you're probably you watch me all the time. So honestly, like, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. That's just the people who are buying it are people who love you. Why are you complaining?
Even getting any free
Unless
stuff
you're that
or free
fucking money
plushies
hungry
from this, which seemed to be her main problem with this situation. And I think even if this person was handing out these plushies for free, she would still be mad. But that is not all she had to say. Once again, we're dealing with VTuber Leafy here, and she decided to take it a step further, going after the country the guy was from, saying $1 American is a...
Would you be mad if I made an ass mousepad and sold it? I would not. I would laugh. I would laugh. I would tell people I would tell the people, if you bought it, post it on Twitter or in the Discord. Post it everywhere. Show me your mouse pads.
Enough to live off in Vietnam for an entire week.
I would laugh.
Now, the person that made the plushies did apologize, but the VTuber community was on his side. Basically,
oh my god, yeah, again, this is logical. You did nothing wrong, dude. I love all the face stuff you make. Some people are crazy. Peep responded. I'll commission some dolls from you, sent a DM. Bayo responded. Oh, yeah, this person definitely. Oh, yeah. I already forgot who this person's name is, but they definitely shot themselves in the foot here. Bayo, Shadow, oh, yeah, no, you're cooked. You're cooked. If you have these people on his side, you're cooked.
saying this would have been flattering for any other VTuber.
It's almost like the KSI and Dan TDM. The KSI Dan TDM scenario. You mess with the wrong guy, then you mess with the entire community.
And they were by no way means in the wrong.
They should beat their wives.
However, Gumpai did not agree. Now, let's play a game. Which one of these do you think Gumpai responded with? A, she realised she was getting a lot of backlash, so she made a public apology.
Oh boy.
B, she doubled down and blamed the VTuber community. C, she did nothing at all. And D, she went live and started crying, saying everyone was being mean to her.
B!
Now.
B! B! That's a furry, what the fuck? B! B.
If any of you answered A with the prerequisite statement I gave, you are the reason we need natural selection. It was B.
Yeah!
She said the VTuber community was big R-wording her, basically saying she was not to blame, and it was kind of everyone else's problem. And then there was like another tweet where she agreed with another VTuber saying the N-word or something. And it just continues to...
I burped. What did she say? What did she say? What did she say? Female VTubers saying N-word is pretty funny. My N-word gun. I behold to you, ladies and gentlemen, the VTubing community, where we have people that don't understand simple fucking boundaries. Therefore, if you pass these boundaries just a little bit, sometimes you can pass them just a little bit. Sometimes, but this is a basic boundary we don't cross. This is a basic one. So therefore, if you cross it, you're kind of fucking stupid. I'm just gonna say that.
Like another tweet where she agreed with another VTuber saying the N-word or something. And then just continues to tweet thank you to the people that bought things off her Amazon wishlist, like a Dyson vacuum. There is no question about it. This VTuber is going to land himself in more controversy.
Wait, it was worse? Go back a bit in the video. Wait, what? What? I'm getting... I'll always get fucked over by the VTubing community, no matter what. I get my design character... The proper term for that is CNC. Consent and non-consent. For profit, while not even getting anything for free. Many cases, and then has a... Sorry, let me move myself out of the way. Has a smoke blunt right there. You know, I'm not a fan of smoking or drugs. Yeah, you will not fix her, that's for sure. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I decide to sit down in a room and just have a basic talk with these VTubers. I really wonder what's going on in their minds.
She was not to blame, and it was kind of
you're reaching levels of brain damage that I've never seen before. That's
she
true.
agreed with another VTuber saying the N-word or something, and then just continues to tweet thank you to the people that bought things off her Amazon wishlist, like a Dyson
Nice.
vacuum. There is no question about it. This
I think we need
VTuber's
to kill
going
her. Oi. We're not gonna throw hate. We're not gonna become a fucking let's hate a VTuber community. Put the fucking shotgun away. We don't kill other VTubers. Sure. We know which one of them are bad and which one of them are fucking terrible. But we're not a fucking community that focuses on hate. Put the shotgun back.
to land himself in more controversies with the things they say. But once again, if any of you are salivating over here, you have a problem. But now I've shown you two VTubers, one that definitely did not deserve the hate, and one that received hate due to their own antics. But now it's time.
Hold on, let me hear how he worded that.
I've shown you two VTubers, one that definitely did not deserve the hate, and one that received
definitely did not deserve the hate
due to their own
one that received hate due to their own
antics. But no,
I think what he meant to say was one that deserved hate. The way he worded it there was kind of a little off, but once again, I see what he means.
now it's time to show you one that is in the middle, and be warned, you may need to use your brain to develop your own conclusion here.
Oh my god, pixels.
So before I even go into
Everyone says boobs, I say, oh my god, pixels.
this situation, I'm going to address the 44 Magnum that is pressed in the direction of my prostate. And that is, in my opinion, and don't get too angry over this, I think cheating bad. I know, revolutionary.
Oh no, I've heard about this. Oh no. Oh, isn't she? Oh my god, isn't she also in V Show? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm having a JoJo moment at the moment. Oh no. You can't go this bad. Why VTubers? Why?
Opinion here, but I think both people involved in this situation did something wrong. But anyway, Apricot off.
Fruit went and cheated on her. Oh.
Fruit is a lit VTuber that debuted back in November of 2020 and is British.
Let us commence forth.
British?
British.
She's British.
One of my people,
fucking British.
But we will not be biased here.
Racist?
And she saw a lot of success. But one thing that was always following her around was her past relationship and husband, as she got married very young.
What song? What song? Dude was in the military, which was the worst. Oh.
And the husband has been following and accusing her of this constantly. And this accusation was that she cheated on him whilst he was on deployment because he...
Let's read this. So pretty soon, Apricot and Sync's Patchworks is closing down. We'll have a close sale soon. Reason for that residence artist. BSA. Apricot, my wife. Oh, this is the husband. Decided to cheat on me with another man while I was deployed overseas this past year. I was unable to provide the loving care she needed because I myself was going through tough times because of the army. So she found it somewhere else. And continues to take advantage of everyone that flocks into her general direction. She got rid of the man after he bought her gifts. And I'm sure there will be others. I found out the man came forward to me with evidence because he did not know she had lied to him about her relationship status. So props to that man. There are still good people in this world. Anyways, if you're planning on buying anything right now, don't until the show gets posted. Oh my god. Oh, Boss Rush. Well, I dislike the song. The song Boss Rush. It was the music for it was amazing. The lyrics, I did not like it. Music, 10 out of 10. Lyrics, ugh, I didn't like it.
He was in the military. Now, there is no hard evidence that she actually cheated, except from the husband basically following around trying to get everyone to know she did it on Facebook of all places. But he followed her around for years with this accusation, and it only really picked up steam recently when videos started arising basically calling out Fruit, like the Depressed News Saggy video, because she has done a lot of shady stuff in the past. But most of those videos centered around the cheating allegation, and arguably maybe because of these...
Senator Vienna, tricky people were in the song. Well, don't get me wrong. all three of those VTubers are pretty decent VTubers, but like they're pretty good VTubers, but still, like it's tricky as well. Tricky is a little funny to watch. But their song was just a little eh. But maybe I have different music taste. I once again really loved the music, but I hated the lyrics.
These videos, she decided it was time to finally respond in a twit longer. Not even a twit longer, it was a Bible. 90 pages.
Hold on. There's an ad break starting. Well, I'll wait for the ad to finish here, and then we'll continue. Oh my god. It was a fucking Bible. This is my time to sip some water. Hold on. Man, huh? The Bible. The Bible. It says the Bible. 90 pages. Hold on. I need another drink for this. Oh boy, what are we dealing with? Let me just feels so nice. All right. She wrote a 90-page document
showing she was in an abusive relationship, and most times he was trying to force sexual acts on her, and if she wouldn't do said acts, would say he would cheat on her or end his own life. Now still, there is no hard proof she cheated, but there is some proof that he was abusive, with the screenshots of the Facebook messages, and the fact in his initial statement accusing her of this, he says he wasn't the best of people. But basically, there is no hard evidence she cheated. She does not mention it throughout the document. But if true, I think they both did something wrong. One was supposedly abusive and supposedly cheated before, and one cheated whilst their partner was actively deployed, with them saying they couldn't leave them because they were afraid of leaving. That's really where these situations...
This is the usual broken couple. One side, basically both sides are mentally fucked. It's not really surprising because once again, the life of a VTuber, trust me, it's mentally destructful. Mentally, like let me. I was literally sitting with like my family. My family, like they were talking about, hey, how's the content stuff going, and I'm like, oh, like really mentally exhausting. And like it's kind of funny how like one of our guests was like, yo, just remember to take a break on yourself. You don't want to burn yourself out too much. And I was like, yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm doing today because I just had yesterday off. So once again, it's like some people say that like being a content creator is like, you know, it's easy and whatnot, but the start. Where the start? Oh boy. Takes quite a bit, but yeah, this is a broken couple right here.
Further evidence, but
especially if you're in the military.
She got a lot more hate for this due to the fact nobody actually read the document.
This is true. Yeah, no one really read her document. I mean, I didn't read it either. I just heard. All I heard was that, oh yeah, Fruit cheated on her husband. I was like, huh? Sorry, I'm itching my eye right now. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know whether to be surprised at this or to just say, kind of like this what's kind of bound to happen, where like you have one mentally unstable side and you have an even more mentally unstable side, especially for someone who is in the military going overseas. I would just wanted a summarized thing.
Asmongold react to it on stream, who only looked at the responses summarized in the document.
VTubers in general are the most interesting community. Interesting? Interesting. Interesting, you say? Ah, yes. Behold the fires and the corpses and everything of everyone just stabbing each other in the back. Yeah, welcome. 3 sentences maximum? Shoot.
on the side of the husband.
There were apparently a dozen or so people that actually read all 90 pages, and after they looked into it, they found out that, in fact, she was the one that had cheated on her husband while he was on deployment. So if you look at the engagements here, let's read some of these, and I'd be pretty mad too if my wife fucked 5 different men instead of me. She put out a twit longer begging for attention and looking for you know, approval.
That clip has since been removed from YouTube, but you can say it still did a lot of damage. You had WestJet, which did somewhat of the same.
Your husband who's there in Afghanistan fighting for the country, a loser.
But later removed the video when it was proved he was wrong. Just a little side note.
And this is what I mean, how a lot, like, these guys almost do it for, it's like, oh my god, controversy, I need to hop onto it. I need to hop onto it. Oh, post it, shit talk them, blah, blah, blah. What are you doing? I mean, like, let's be honest. I think that's what I'm kind of doing right now. I'm like looking at this, but I'm also trying to give like the best logical responses as possible. I'm not trying to shit on it. Like, but definitely, like, if I heard like fruit decided to just like, let's say if I knew Fruit and she just tells me, yeah, I cheated on my husband 5 times, I would just look at her and I'd be like, what is your reasoning behind this? And then she whips out the 90-page document. So, like, once again, there's like lots of, like, you can't really just shit on someone immediately. You need to look at every single corner of why and what happened. You can't just immediately shit on them. Like, come on, dude. Come on.
I've still not forgiven you, WestJet. I watched one video I did and started using the same outro music as me. I'm meant to be doing the colonizing here, not you.
The Bible.
I still watch his videos though. And then you had Turkey Tom kind of like bashing everyone for not looking at the document. He was the one that called out WestJet, and probably the only one that read the whole document. But Fruit did get a lot of backlash for this. Even if it was not confirmed she cheated or not, she still received a lot of hate for the advertisement. It was true. But once again, if everything said was true by the husband and Fruit, once again, both parties did do something wrong. But this was blown out of proportion, and she received a lot more hate due to the fact people didn't actually read the document.
Damn, here I was minding my own business, just enjoying my Second Amendment rights, and you people have to freak out on me.
So in conclusion, some...
That's kind of how it feels in the VTubing community. It's just, yeah, I'm just chilling with all the fire around. I'm just chilling. Everything's currently in flames. That's normal. This is what I got myself into.
VTubers get hate for simply being VTubers, some for their actions whilst being a VTuber, and some outside of being a VTuber. But obviously, if you have more than one functioning brain cell, you should judge these people based on their actions and their behavior, and not just blindly hate somebody. That's all I have to say, and bye-bye.
That's me! That's me! I have a brain cell! I have a brain cell! Oh, God.